After lots of indecision and changing my mind on windows several times, I settled on 3 8 by 2 foot windows in the 28-foot wall. I've already made 2 without the camera running because I didn't want the distraction. This is the 3rd one, but it's how I built them all. My workbench isn't particularly sturdy, but it's good enough for this job. The 2.5-inch screws I happen to have on hand are not long enough to put more than an inch into the end grain of the cross pieces. So I drilled 3/8-inch holes 1/2 inch deep to accommodate the heads of the screws, and then drilled smaller pilot holes all the way through. Countersunk a little bit too much. The countersink hole was too deep for the bit to reach the screw, so I finished it with a screwdriver. I checked to see that the corners were reasonably close to square. I checked square again before putting in the last 2 screws. I installed angle braces at all 4 corners. Better overkill than underkill, in my estimation. I put 2 hinges on the top edge of each window. I thought the screws that came with the hinges were too short to hold in this soft wood, so I used longer ones. Both ends, all four corners, were flush with the frame. I fastened the plastic on with self-tapping rubber washer screws. These things are not cheap, so at the hardware store I'd counted out what I thought I needed and added a few more for good measure. It took just a little tweak to get the frame precisely square. Square. Four left over. All that was left was end caps to seal the air gaps in the corrugations. I drilled pilot holes. The other end was the same. I'd planned on putting up the windows the following day, but Nareda came out, brought me a nail, and together we hung them up. So there they are. Put up the middle one first, dead center. Space the other two off it visually. Fill in the gaps tomorrow. Definitely cocktail hour. The next day, I filled the gaps between windows and installed straps to hold them shut. Next up, building doors. Thanks for watching.